Hello everyone and good evening. This is the third installment of Insomnia Filsafat. Even though it is still 11 p.m, but we are doing it anyway. So we have some special guests for this third installment, which are our participants for International Philosophy Olympiad, whatever the hell that may mean. So
You're Ren! You're organizing this!
I thought it's Alino who's organizing this.
Yeah, okay. Whoever is organizing this, well, the ontological status is just the same. So now, they will be answering three questions. First, the question is about what do you think is philosophy to you? Second, why the hell do you think philosophy is important? Why do you like philosophy? And the third question is about what do you think philosophy can do for our society? So now, we would turn to the first question to our friend beside me, which is Amir. Yes, Amir. For the first question, what do you think is philosophy?
In my opinion, philosophy is a
Why
search.
so formal?
In my, what am I supposed to say?
Let's just talk things out.
Okay, fine. So in my opinion, philosophy is the search for truth. Varies through arguments, deductions, because all philosophers aim for one thing, to search for the truth or truths or whatever they believe is true in the world. What statements are true. So truth arguments, reasoning, and the progression of the field of philosophy as whole, we find closer and closer to truth. So through the search of truth, we can find things about ourselves and humanity and society as a whole, which may not be able to be realized from other perspectives. So that's all.
Okay, so for you, philosophy is an unending search for truth.
Yeah.
So why is truth so important?
Because we humans have a innate desire for curiosity.
Okay.
We want to know. So because of this urge to know, we seek the truth. We seek what is there.
Mhm.
We seek to see what is the true nature of things.
Alright, so basically knowing the true nature of things, knowing about everything is the point of philosophy to you.
No, it's to seek it. It's to find it. Even if
The
it's
process of finding, not the answer.
No, not the answer. Because we may never find the answer.
Right.
But we can always keep on searching.
Maybe the real
Okay.
truth was the philosophies we made along the way.
Come again?
Maybe-
Louder?
Maybe the real truth was the philosophies we made along the way.
No,
yeah.
even better answer. The truth of philosophy, the existential truth of everything is puyo. Touch yourself.
No, don't do
No,
that.
edit that.
Alright.
I thought
Okay,
this was
let's
swear
move
words
on
to
to
edit
our
it out.
let's move on to our second special guest today, which is Justin.
Justin.
What is philosophy to you?
Personally, I think philosophy is about asking the right questions, you know. It's not so much about the answers that you get, but asking back the questions that matter. Questioning back all the beliefs that are held, or maybe the knowledge that were found before, and trying to gain a new perspective, or maybe question the logically sound argument of the arguments, and basically questioning everything that you know to try and really get to the fundamental truth. Like Amir said, the truth is what we seek at the end every day.
Okay, so talking about truth, right? When you look at something in the external world outside of you, you can get the knowledge about something through your senses.
Yes.
So, is it enough that you know about something through your senses? I mean, is there a need to look further beyond what you can gauge with your senses?
Yes, we always should look beyond our senses, because our senses are easily fooled by the outside world, and we
By the
need-
demon.
by the demon as in Descartes' radical doubt.
I don't know. I think Descartes. But
Descartes.
whatever the pronunciation is.
Descartes. So actually we need to actually use our intellect to reassess every senses that we have to make a logically and sound system that is consistent with the situations we face.
Okay. So why is it so important to create a logically sound system? I mean, why is logic so important in philosophical reasoning?
Well, without the logic, we can't really be sure that what we are saying is actually it's actually yeah, what we are saying is coherent and makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, right. So basically, you are saying that if without logic we don't know whether it is consistent with the truth that we can affirm before that or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So through our senses, maybe we are fooled and we get a wrong perception of the universe.
Right. Okay. So that's an interesting one. Through our senses, we may get wrong perception about the universe. Okay, but we will go to that.
I mean, the
after
problem
this.
with that statement is that because every single observation that we make is ultimately through our senses.
Yes, and
Unless it's maths.
Even
that's
maths.
theoretical maths.
Yeah, even maths, you still have to perceive maths, right? Like,
But
What is maths an extension of?
but in maths we actually find inherent truths which we create, which
yeah,
we,
inherent truth based on the axioms that we are
Yeah.
given.
Yeah,
but the axioms are actually the inherent truth that we assume. It is
But
undoubtedly
should we
true.
discredit our senses too much? Because science ultimately rests on empirical observation, which is through your senses.
The problem is that, like in mathematics,
Yeah, getting
as
a bit
Gödel has shown in his incomplete theorem, there can be no such thing as a theory of everything.
Oh well, we are getting off topic.
Yeah, okay, alright.
This is philosophy or something.
I think Leah can continue.
Okay, so yeah, thanks to you guys. Okay, so we have our third special guest, which is Leah. So Leah, what is philosophy to you?
Philosophy?
Yeah.
To me, it's just simply a matter of finding new ways of thinking around a situation.
Okay. Say you thought about situation in a certain way, and then you need a new way to think about situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you need that? People have been living conveniently with received truth all their lives.
The received truth might not be the correct way or not necessarily the only way.
Just think about religious people, right? So they have been conveniently living with whatever belief that they have, right? And they believe that the truth is the truth. That whatever the religion says is the truth. So why is it so important to reassess what we believe as the truth?
In the case of religion, they believe truth is truth because it's what they believe to be real. However, through philosophy, we can also assess these truths from another perspective.
Because I assume that religion, they believe this is true because they're ordained by God, yes?
Okay,
Yes.
right. Let her finish.
Yes, but there's that. But let's try to see this from
Religious perspective.
the other one.
Secular.
Yes, a secular perspective.
Mm-hmm.
If we assume it's truth, that is one view. But there's another way you can view this truth.
Okay. What is the other way? I mean, compared to the revealed truth.
Well, suppose a religion has a piece of text which they
Right.
perceive to be true,
Mhm.
but this truth is commonly interpreted in only one manner.
Okay.
Through philosophy, you can look at this text again and derive other meanings from the same piece of text, revealing other different types of truth, which are all also true because you didn't change the original.
I mean, like for example, we
text.
take Surah Al-Fatiha, which I think might be the most
You still
analyzed.
remember your Al-Fatiha? Joke. Right.
Which might be I think it's like one of the most analyzed pieces of text. Even if it's about 7 verses long, a lot of analysis has gone into it because it has such key importance within Islam.
Yeah. So, okay, now, when you talk about interpretation just now, interpretation basically rests on an original text. You need to have the original text, then you can do hermeneutics or interpretation of the text. So, when now you are assuming that the original text must contain truth, so that you can interpret it to suit with whatever observation that you have.
Well, I'm saying it like that because we are talking from a religious standpoint. If we edit the original text, it might not be completely religiously true anymore.
Mhm.
We should break the premise of our discussion.
Right, okay. So our discussion is about finding new ways of interpreting, knowing about things from instead of a religious perspective. Alright? So this is the end of our first session, which is to ask their opinion about what the hell is philosophy. So thank you to you three. We will move on to our second session after this. Stay tuned.
Puyo, touch yourself.